I kneel down. Your face is in between my thighs. I start to crush.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I'm touching myself right now. In one session. 50 million.
That wasn't creamer in your coffee.
No way. It was. Disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it right there in the title. 18 plus, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, all right? I'll be playing Roblox tomorrow, right? I'll be playing Roblox tomorrow in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. But this is 18 plus. So if you are not at least 18 years of age, with all due respect, get out! You there, Kind Makote, who is sitting in front of me. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my friend.
Oh, hi. I'm Vanilla. And we're going to talk about dirty stuff today.
Yeah, very, 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 very dirty stuff. So with that being said, as I said, friends, pull up a chair, kick back, relax. We're going to bring in the new year with a little bit of spice, some would say. A little bit of heated discussion. Not heated in terms of of any form of aggression, but heat in a bit of passion. Because, listen, there's one thing that I have a passion for, and it is collaborative storytelling, and it is, of course, crafting a scene and bringing it to life. So with that being said, Vanilla, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much for just taking time out of your Tuesday to come and join us and enlighten us on.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm, on this world.
It's all for fun.
It's on this world that exactly. That's the key word. That's what I want everybody to know about this. It's all for fun because listen, it's Final Fantasy 14. You're out here, you're paying what is it, $15 a month now, $12 a month. I'm not sure what the price is for subscriptions nowadays, but it's all for fun. And I feel like as we peel back this onion that is Final Fantasy 14, that is just multi-layers, yo. This is just one of the many things that one could engage in. Let's just start off. All right. What the heck is ERP, and how would you describe it to someone who is new to this unique form of social interaction?
Oh yeah, it's erotic role playing. So it's like painting a scene for somebody with words, right? It's a way for people to, I guess, interact at a more personal level, I guess. I guess that's a way to say it. Yeah.
Right.
You know, a lot of people, they want to feel special and,
yeah.
Important is just one of the ways that we do it in game.
Okay. Well, no, I mean that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about because, like, when you're role playing, with someone, it's all about building a scene and
right.
and having that scene, come to life and go in any direction. It's like, would you say that like role play? It's a little bit of improv as well because it's like it's yes, and it's like taking what someone says, and then building on top of that.
Yeah, I have DM'd a lot, so for me, it's kind of like that. It helps me improve my storytelling and my writing. Just trying to paint a scene as descriptive as possible so that people can be immersed. Yeah. So that's basically what it is.
Okay.
It's you're trying to get immersed into basically intercourse.
Okay. Yeah, I mean
You know what I mean?
it is erotic. It is
Yeah.
it's hot. It's passionate. It's
Yeah.
going out there because listen, we can all RP. You can slap that RP tag on and you can role play as the warrior of light, the person on the cover of the box. You could role play as as a beet farmer or a janitor. I mean, we are the Balmont Quicksands. I'm pretty sure that there's at least one person here that is role playing as a janitor at the Balmont Quicksands. I know there's been a couple times where, like, Onika Gang and I, we've come here, and she's got the bleach, which is the blue paint emo. That's the bleach, and then I've got the broom, and so like she'll bleach, and then I'll broom, and we role play as cleaning up the sands. That is, of course, role play. But then when you take an erotic spin on it, then that's when it becomes intimate. I never went to the sands with Yams. Onika Gang, I beg to differ. I don't know nothing. You know a lot. Now, speaking of, since we are on the topic of the sands, how long have well, first of all, how long have you been playing Final Fantasy 14?
Probably about a year.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say probably about a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, this place that we're here at the Balmont Quicksands, I mean, you hear about it all the time. You hear like, yo, you got to go to Balmont, you got to go to the Quicksands. That is where, like, you can get top tier RP. Now, I gotta ask you, like, what is it about the sands that makes this place the sacred land for ERP? What the heck is so special about the Quicksand and not, say, Costa del Sol or I don't know, like Limsa Lominsa? Like, how did this place get its notoriety?
I think, honestly, and I have no idea, because, like, I just got here, kind of, so I don't know. I think it's because Belmont in general is, like, big on RP.
Right.
And you gotta have the space to do so. Here, follow me around for a second.
Okay, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the move. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the move.
All right,
so I think a lot of people, they just do this, right? So,
okay.
well, some of them, they get naked, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And they kind of just go around like this.
Okay.
Right. And they'll just kind of look around,
Okay.
It's like, have you ever been to a flea market?
Absolutely. I love flea markets. What I love the most about the flea market is that you can haggle. You go to the flea market and you're never paying full price for anything, all right? You go and you haggle and somebody says, listen, how much for, I don't know, this T-shirt? And they'll be like $5. And you say, how about $3? And you haggle. So, okay, so then, is there haggling here at the Quicksands as well? Can you bargain?
I don't know. Like, I've never really had to haggle before.
Okay.
The thing is, like, if I want someone, and this isn't, a lot of people, they don't tend to do this. But if I want somebody, I'll, like, go up to them and I'll, like, talk to them.
Okay.
Right? And then I'll say stuff to get them basically excited.
Okay.
That's kind of how I do it. So
yeah.
But a lot of people will, like, walk around.
Okay.
Right? And they'll be, like, naked. And that's fine if you want to do that, and you can talk to people. But, like, if you want somebody, you should just go talk to them. That's
okay. All right.
That's the way I do it.
Okay. So you're like, you come here, you slap your RP tag on, and it's almost like a bit of like window shopping. You're going around and you're like, oh, this Hrothgar looks mighty fine, or this, this Rogadin. And so you're doing the window shopping. Now, what I've noticed, a lot of people do like a slash lean up against the wall. Does that mean that they're like available and ready to engage in RP with?
I think there's a way. I think there's a way to tag yourself. You can like lean to a wall,
So
like
when
this guy over here.
Okay.
But like, are you really? I mean, are you gonna be noticed though?
well, see that
Say if you were just by the wall over here.
right. Well, this guy just looked at me. This. Hold on. Let's do a little bit of a slash lean.
Yeah, slash lean. Okay.
There it is. All right. So you see-
Sheesh.
so this person's looking at me. This person right here is looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
All right.
all right. So when you're so is this like so is it kind of like so it's kind of like fishing. So like you go and you kind of just you lean on the wall and you just wait for the whisper to come in. Is that how it goes? Like if you're not the one engaging?
I would say if you're a bun, sure.
Okay. Okay.
You're like if you're like any other race, probably not.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
Let's take a
Oh
look at
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
That's pretty good.
Classic.
Like,
Like
that'll-
classic. Hmm.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
All right. So, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
so we got the slash lean.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You got the slash lean. Okay.
And then that's what. Okay. So then now it's just a matter of waiting. So like now I gotta ask you, Hilson, welcome in. So, Vanilla, when you're here at the Sands, and you're looking to engage in collaborative storytelling, are you the one on the wall, or are you going out there and you're doing the window shopping? What do you prefer?
Oh, oh my gosh. Sorry. This person's adorable, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. No,
so-
they're looking real good. Yeah.
I know. So what I do is I will say something completely like off guarding, right? So I'll say something like, like, hey, I'm trying to run an experiment. I was wondering if I could get some help with it.
Okay.
Right. And I'll like invite you to a party.
Okay.
And then what I'll do is I'll have you sit down on a table. So, like, over here,
Okay.
I'll have you sit down on a chair.
Okay. All right.
All right. And then what I'll do is I'll, like, sit on someone like this.
Okay.
Well, not like that. Hold on. Sorry. This is fun.
Yeah. No. This is like I said. This is all a learning experience. I love this.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll, like, sit down on someone and I'll make eye contact, right?
All right. We're making eye contact.
Right. And then I'll say something like, so I have a series of 3 tests.
Okay.
Basically, all I want you to do is to breathe normal on all these 3 tests.
Wow.
That's all I want you to do. Just breathe normal, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I'll just be like, well, for the first test, I'm just going to send you a picture of myself, right?
Okay.
And maybe, well, actually, I'll say a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to send you a picture. How lewd do you want it? 10 being the most lewd, right?
Okay.
And so they'll say a number like 7. And I'll give them like a picture of myself with like, according to whatever number they pick.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be like, and then sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
No. You're fine. No. You're fine. You're fine.
And then I'll like get really close to them, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll just be like, we're going to try a breathing exercise.
Okay. I like this. So being that this is all role play, the breathing exercise, is that like, do you do like a slash random? Is it a roll of the die, or?
No, it's just me using doze.
Slash doze. Okay. All right. Slash does. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Wait. Slash.
Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. So here's
Okay.
the deal, right? So I'm a cat, so I have to like play to my strengths, right?
Right.
And I like taller buns and things like that. So I have to basically think about how to get you excited. So I'll do like does, and I'll get like really close to your face and do it, right?
Mhm.
So I'll do this.
I see. Okay. I see. I see.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, so how's your breathing? And they'll be like, oh, it's a little bit worse. And I'll be like, oh, well, because you have been so good at being a volunteer for the experiment, I will give you another picture. And then they
Wow.
choose a worse one.
Okay, and then that's when they go and they'll say, do they still do like the scale of 1 to 10 rating scale?
10 being the most lewd, right?
10 being the most lewd. Okay. I understand. Okay. All right. So with this experiment that you do, like when you're engaging in collaborative storytelling here at the Sands, do you have this pre-written, or is it a brand new thing that you write out every single time? Like, is this a macro?
It's all improv.
Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. How often do you come here?
I come here maybe once a week.
Okay.
Maybe. It really depends.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come here very often anymore, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I do when I'm like working on outfits just to like see what people are doing,
Okay.
mess around with people,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just seeing, you know,
Yeah.
it's a cool place to visit.
I mean, I bet. Now, are there regulars? Are there people that you run into all the time? Someone that or is it like a brand new experience every time?
Sometimes it's a brand new experience, but I do have like friends here
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Okay.
They don't. A lot of the friends I have around here, they're not really looking for any sort of ERP. They're just there to chill and relax.
Right.
Which is the Sands is the cool place to do that, just to hang and relax and troll and things like that. So
So the Sands isn't just all ERP. It can also be no pun intended. It could be vanilla RP, just
it
straight
could
up.
be.
Hey, I'm an adventurer. I'm here. You want to go slay some monsters?
Or
Mhm.
or like, do you want to slay me? I mean, it's just
Okay.
really it's back and forth, right?
Yeah. Okay. I dig it. 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 So like, all right. So with the what I've always wondered when you're engaging in this collaborative storytelling, are you role playing as your Makote, or are you role playing as you yourself? The person behind the screen. How does that carry into ERP?
Oh, well, you role play as your character. But I put a lot of myself in my character. Like, I just like to have fun, and a lot of times I just troll just just because it's funny.
Yeah.
Mess with people.
Yeah.
So that aspect comes out
Okay.
of who I play, which is vanilla, right?
Yeah.
It's just something I'm kind of known for, at least in my server, or just in the general game of being kind of, just kind of crazy and
Yeah.
just like a loose cannon. So
I like it. Do you have other characters that you RP as, or do you just have your Makote vanilla?
I do not. I mean, Final Fantasy is so freaking hard.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff to do.
No, for
like
real.
I haven't even done like crafting or anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then the thing is, like, you got this huge, massive game, but then you're also like doing RP stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that right there is a huge avenue by itself.
I mean, yeah, there's
Takes a lot of time.
I mean, I could definitely see people spending a lot of hours here, because is there money or gil rather? Is there gil to be made in ERP?
Yeah, I mean, I've made quite a bit
Really?
in ERP myself. Yeah.
How much? Ballpark estimate. How much would you say overall in your time that you've ERP'd here at the Sands? Ballpark estimate. How much?
Well, I don't. I have clientele, so I don't really
Okay.
ERP at the Sands. But the people I do ERP with, I get, depending on what I'm doing, I can make between 50 or 60 million, something like that.
In a day or a week?
In one session.
In one session.
In one session.
50 million in one session. How long does the session usually go for?
2-3 hours.
2-3 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. That is wild. That is bonkers. So you must be loaded. No.
Yeah, I've made our FC quite a bit of money.
See,
we're trying to get a large estate, and because the housing market is so trash, like I have to like charge people.
Okay, that is yeah.
Yeah,
But see, I like that. That's a good cause, though. But it's going to and see, that's what I love about it, because it's going back into the economy. Because you've got, all right. So you'll have someone, they want to, 2-3 hour session. Boom, you got 50 mil. That's the price of a large house right there, and it just goes back into it goes back into the economy, because you're going and you're investing, in that lottery for the large house, and either you get it or you don't. But either way, if you don't get it, that's money in your pocket. And if you do get it, you've got, your FC as a large. But I like that. I like that because. So wait, hang on. So, will will your FC be like, Vanilla, go to work, get us some money. We got to get a large.
No, I mean, I do that
out of the kindness
in
of
my
your heart.
own free will. I don't have to. Like, if I don't want to, I don't have to.
Okay.
Go out and make gil. I do that because, all right, I want our FC to be able to, thrive and get stuff like.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting.
No,
getting a lot of messages now.
Well, you're a busy Vanilla. You're a busy Makote. You're a busy Makote.
Yeah.
But I like that. I like that because, big shout out Elite FC. Big shout out to the Rabbit Hole Club. I hope y'all get a large because, I've had so much fun throwing down at the Rabbit Hole Club. That is what. So you could get up to 50 to 60 million gil one session.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
2 to 3 hours. That is bonkers because, it's also interesting because, for DJing, for example, if you're DJing in FF14, a lot of DJs have their rate, but the common rate, for DJs is a million gil an hour. So, that is just absolutely bonkers that in 3 hours, 50 mil in the palm of your hand. Now, do you get tips? Do you get like tips as well, or is it just like a flat rate?
No, I just give them a flat rate. I don't do tips.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically how it works is will tailor the session strictly for that person.
Oh, okay. I like that.
So they will give me stuff that excites them, and I will continue, and I'll like continually, I'll like make the story about that one thing. There are, it is kind of hard for me to do, and it does take a long time. So I don't, I don't try to. Well, I don't ERP that often because it's like, it just takes a long time. I have to like go type everything out, like in a program to make sure like my grammar is correct and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm not the smartest guy, so I got to like make sure everything is good.
That's what's up. Use Grammarly? Do you use Grammarly too?
Yeah, use Grammarly.
Big
actually,
big
yeah.
shot, big shout to Grammarly. Yo, I too use Grammarly as well. That's what's up. Okay, so so you got your stuff proofread. I really like that. So you'll tailor make it based on what they want. So before the ERP has even engaged, do you and the person that you're ERPing with, like let's say you're ERPing with them for the first time, do they, before the ERP has even engaged, do they tell you like, hey, listen, I'm into I'm into face sitting, I'm into like do they tell you their interest first?
Yeah, so they'll tell me what they're interested in.
Okay.
And like I'll do most things. Like I won't do like vor, but I'll do like everything else.
Okay.
As long as it's not too abusive.
Right.
I'll make sure that they
Yeah.
that they are the proper age.
Right, exactly, because that's bitch. By the way, disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen, you can see it right there in the title, 18 plus, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, all right, I'll be playing Roblox tomorrow, right? I'll be playing Roblox tomorrow in Hello Kitty Island Adventure, but this is 18 plus. So if you are not at least 18 years of age, with all due respect, get out. So anyway, once we know the age, and they tell you, their interest, then I will start their story.
Usually, what people find the most exciting, at least for me, as vanilla, because I look a little bit different than probably what you're looking at on screen, right?
Right. There's a thing called magic.
Right. So I use a lot of magic, right?
Okay.
And because I use this magic, I can do things. Like I can, for example, for me, I am very glowy, right?
Okay.
So what I do to get people excited is I'll make a narrative about how, like, as far as Vanilla's lore, she like came from the moon, basically.
Really?
So I'll make like a lore about how the moon's always shining on them. They don't know why, and then they'll be like asleep, right?
Okay.
And then I'll like come through their window, and I have ways to like glide and things like that.
And this is okay, and this is all done through emotes.
Emotes.
Okay. I see. Now, when you found someone, you said that you don't normally ERP at the sand. So you'll go to their apartment, or do they? Is there like another?
Yeah. So they'll message me on Discord, and I'll go over there and plan the session and all that other stuff. I'll usually have a bunch of like random people just kind of message me, and I'll go over there and I'll like type something out for them. and then we will, and then we get together and I kind of just go over what I just had written down, and then I can kind of tailor what they say through improv. So, but it does take me a little bit of time because I have to write everything down in Grammarly, make sure that the grammar's all proper. Because I struggle with you know, word stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want somebody to be upset because my grammar is terrible.
Yeah, no.
So
I mean, you gotta, you want to make sure that you want to give everyone, you don't want to half-ass anything. You want to give them the
right,
premier,
exactly,
top tier RP.
And then I take my knowledge of D&D.
I love it. Big shout out
D&D. And I tried to be as descriptive on a scene as possible.
Wow.
Using tons of verbs and things of that nature to get them really immersed into what is going on. That's kind of my strength.
Yeah.
And like ERP is like really good for like if you're gonna DM, it's really good for that. Being able to paint a picture in someone's mind.
That's what separates.
Very good practice.
Yeah, no, that's what separates good RP from from bad RP, because you could have someone say, I sit on your face. You have someone just say, I sit on your face. Or hang on, vanilla, hang on. You could have someone say, I sit on your face, which is like, yeah, okay. But you could have someone say, I lay you down. I lay you down here on the sticky floor of the crystal Balmung quicksands. I stand over you.
Believe me.
I stand over you. You see my tail flicking in the wind. I kneel down.
Shoot.
I kneel down. Your face is in between my thighs. I start to crush.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I start to crush. And then, that is right, I'm sitting.
Hold on a minute. All right.
Okay.
All right.
There it is.
Sorry.
All right, there's the
All right,
slash sweat.
keep going.
Okay, right. Okay, all right.
We're getting somewhere. All right.
There you go. All right. And then after that, I remove your Moogle slippers. I remove your Moogle slippers.
Shoot.
I remove your Moogle slippers. All right.
Slippers.
I remove your
slippers.
I remove your Moogle slippers. I remove your Moogle slippers. And then I grab your big toe in between my pointer and my thumb finger.
Oh shoot.
And I
always going for the toes.
There
oh
you
my
go.
Gosh.
But see, that's the difference. Okay, so I'm learning. All right. So ERP is be as descriptive as possible.
Be as descriptive as possible.
Okay.
Paint a scene.
Now then,
right.
That being said, have you ever had bad RP before? Just like someone maybe it's their first time and they're not, proficient in the vernacular. They don't go to the lengths of using Grammarly. Like, have you had bad ERP before? Is there such a thing as bad ERP?
I don't think there are. I mean, as long as the person's trying, I don't care.
Okay. No,
that's all I care about. And like, it's just with anything. Like anybody can get better with practice. You just gotta practice. That's it.
Yeah.
It's writing, and writing just comes with time. So
yeah,
I don't get upset with people if they mess up or something like that.
Yeah. Are there notorious ERPers that are like, oh man, like you gotta go to that person, like they're really, really good at ERP. Is there like an ERP community? Do y'all like mingle? Or is it kind of just like every ERPer for themselves?
I don't really mingle with too many people. I just kind of talk to people and just ask them, like, talk to them. If I find them interesting, I'll do an experiment on them or do something fun.
Right.
I'll say something like, let's go to your place and I'll turn your bed into a water slide, something like that.
I like that. I like that. I'm going to have to write that down. Let's go to your place and turn your bed into a water slide. I like that. I like that. Yeah, what up, the city zombie? Damn. So, that's wild. So, like, are there what's another word for a pimp? Are there brothel owners out here? Are there people that, like, you know?
I think most of those people are in venues, like private venues.
I see.
You pay. I think how it works. So I've done it once before. You pay for. You pay like half the amount you make. Sometimes they take a little bit less, and then and then after you're done with how long you're there, you just pay them what you made. So
interesting. And
Yeah.
so it's a 50% cut?
Sometimes 50. Usually it's a little less than that. So
That's interesting. That's
it really
interesting.
depends where you're working. So
Yeah. What is the wildest? What is the wildest?
Oh,
wildest?
shoot. Oh, so many though.
Wildest. What is that one? What is the wildest ERP experience that you've had in Final Fantasy 14?
Wildest ERP experience,
Yeah.
huh?
And again, as you know, like as you know, whatever you're comfortable with saying, whatever you're comfortable with saying, you know. Like I said,
Okay,
we're all
so
family here.
I remember I was with this girl, and we were like laying down in my friend's bed, and we were sitting there in their large house, and we're just laying down, cuddling, right? And then I felt like a little tap, and I was like, "We can't do this here. Not in her house."
Okay.
She's like, and then she yelled at me, and she's like, "I could do whatever I want with you."
No way.
And then we acted out like this big scene,
Okay.
and the house was like completely. It was like completely destroyed, and so
Wow.
and the bed.
When everyone.
So my friend gets home. She's like, "What's going on?" And then I was like, "I'm sorry about your house." And she looks around, and it's like completely trashed and everything.
Wow.
And I'm like, "Oh, my bad." And she's like, "Well, you guys are gonna have to take care of it." So we like dressed up as like nuns, and we could like mop the house and everything.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get everything, so we had like burned down the house.
Wait, you dressed up as what?
Nuns.
Nuns. Oh my. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And so we had to like clean the entire house. And then she sat down to drink her coffee because she drinks a lot of coffee.
Same. Cheers, yo. Cheers. What are you sipping on right now, Vanilla? By the way.
Just water and this like Celsius energy stuff. I love this stuff. This stuff's freaking good.
There it is, yo.
Anyway, so she goes to drink her coffee, and I was like, did you enjoy it? She's like, yeah. And I went like, so Connie, that wasn't creamer in your coffee.
No way. It was catgirl juice.
And she lost it.
Oh my god. It wasn't creamer. It was catgirl juice.
Yeah, so we had to be maids for her for like an entire week. It was tough.
Damn. What are your top rules for safe ERP? Maybe some tips. Like, how do you spot red flags?
There are red flags.
Uh-huh.
If you are harassed, that's a big red flag.
Right. You just end it.
If you tell somebody that you're not looking for anything,
Mm-hmm.
and then they don't seem to get the message,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of a red flag. And it does happen. Does happen quite a bit. But the important thing is before you do anything is to have the discussion what your expectations are, and then what's a no-go for you. You know what I mean?
Right. Are safe words involved, or is there a need for safe words?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of it's common sense. Is just, just try to be respectful with people and how they want to RP.
Mm-hmm.
And then just tailor with that. I mean, I think because I DM for so long, like I can tailor sessions to people that like certain things.
Right.
So it's not much of a problem. For somebody else, it could be a little bit of a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never bad to just stop what you're doing and then have like a short discussion,
Yeah. Hey.
on something that you didn't like or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, just have the discussion. But it's always best to do it beforehand.
Right.
So those expectations of those safety things are already established. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you personally ever had to use a safe word during your?
Yeah, I mean, I've had to tell people to stop before, for sure.
Wow. What is your safe word?
It's usually like, hey, I'm not really into that.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. Are there boundaries between fantasy and reality in ERP?
There are boundaries, and I feel like a lot of times those boundaries are crossed. Just be careful who you get close to, and set those boundaries.
Yeah.
Ahead of time,
Yeah.
because they can be broken a lot.
Yeah.
I I don't really want to say too much about this, but I've had my boundaries broken before.
That's unfortunate.
And it's not a good time, and it's not fun for anybody.
How do you find the motivation to continue ERPing after having those boundaries crossed? Is it just that happened, hopefully it doesn't happen again? How do you find that motivation to continue?
My motivation is my motivations are a lot different than a lot of people's. It's not really, I'm not there to seek ERP for myself. I'm there to seek it for other people, to give them an experience. So my goal is just to make you feel, happy and loved, important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people around here, they want they want interaction, and they want to feel a connection with someone. Because IRL, I mean, it's a lot harder than it is in Final Fantasy. So
yeah.
I totally get it, and I want to be supportive in helping somebody get that,
Yeah.
to get that connection if they don't have it.
Have you ever experienced any judgment, from being an ERP, or anybody Like say, no, I'm not going to do content with you, or what? Like, has anybody ever asked you like?
I think so.
Why
I
the-
think so.
Yeah.
I think it kind of, in a way, it kind of sucks. Like, I understand that people are into, like races, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to interact with only people in their races, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that I've really had problems with.
Okay. Somebody be like, no. I'm only doing. I only RP with Vieira, or I only RP with.
Exactly.
You know, okay. That's
Well,
interesting.
yeah. So, I mean, that's the only thing really.
Mm-hmm.
I've been rejected before. I don't really care though. I don't let that take me down because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big world out here. So
Absolutely.
why
I
would
mean, I got to
Mm-hmm.
ask you: do you prefer your ERP vanilla, or do you prefer your ERP with magic?
I prefer it with magic because I can make people more immersed. I can float above people.
Yeah.
I can smell. I can like smell people.
Mm-hmm.
I can make sounds.
Mm-hmm.
I can do positions. So, I mean, like, I'm creating a scene through my words, but I'm also creating a scene through the game itself.
Yeah. Giving someone a
So that-
memorable.
So that is
experience,
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shad,
Like-
thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Shad. Yes.
You don't get more immersive than that.
No, for
than-
real.
yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah. Yeah, I think I definitely do think it enhances it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, sometimes it is kind of nice going to vanilla, not really interacting with somebody, just using words.
Speaking of using words, I gotta ask you because this has been something that I've always thought was fascinating about ERP. So, have you ever taken it into like Discord and have you ever used like vocal like spoken ERP? Like, have you taken it from text to actually like phone call ERP?
I've had girls that wanted me to do that.
Yeah. What's your stance on it?
That is one of my boundaries. I don't do that
Okay.
because
You're taking it out of the game at that point. It's no
just-
longer Makote and whoever. It's yeah. Or
I don't know you that well, and I don't, because a lot of people I interact with, they want to be comforted, and I'm all for that. Like, I want you to feel loved and important as much as anybody does. But I don't necessarily want to go too far with it
yeah.
because I don't know if I can be that person for you.
Okay.
And I worry that a lot of times I can't be, and I don't want people to be hurt. So I try to. That's another good reason why you have boundaries, because you don't want people to be hurt. you
Yeah.
know? So you have to establish those boundaries beforehand.
Have you ever like engaged in like ERP with like multiple people at the same time, a great big party chat of ERP?
I have.
What's that like?
It's difficult.
Really? I bet.
There's a lot going on. A lot of people typing at once. And it's very hard to follow. I'm really bad at I have learning disabilities, so I'm very bad at really reading and comprehending what I'm reading. It takes me a few times to really figure out what someone is saying to me through text.
Okay.
So that just makes it a little. For me, it makes it very difficult. But for other people, I can see why it would be exciting. but I feel like sometimes you have to be very careful with that. You don't want, unless it's like two people and they want to focus on someone. I feel like that is really sweet, and you can do that. But you have to make sure that everybody is equally engaged.
Yeah.
Because if you're not equally engaged, there's going to be hurt there. You don't want that. So I find it a lot easier to just one-on-one with someone, personally. You know, so... And another thing is that you can make somebody feel really special with just being there. You know, you can cuddle with them, you can talk to them about how they're doing and everything. Let them know that they're appreciated. I do that a lot in my FCs. I make sure that people understand that I love them and that they're important, and that they're very valued.
Yeah. So I've heard that that people also make OnlyFans of their Warrior of Light. Is that a common thing that they will make an OnlyFans account for their Warrior of Light? Is that something common in the ERP scene?
I guess it could be. I know that they...
Wow. Damn.
I know that there's stuff you can watch in Final Fantasy that's, you know, you can find in BunHub.
Really?
So I know that...
No.
I know, like, stuff like this exists.
So, okay. Damn it. So that's interesting. So, like... No, but that's interesting. So you could get like, you know, you use the magic, you make you make an OnlyFans for your Warrior of Light, you know. No way. And then you sell that content. Damn it. To a newcomer who's never ever ERP'd, you know, before in their life. But they're curious about it. They've never ever ERP'd in their life, but they've heard about it. They've heard of this thing that you can engage in. Like, how would you make them feel comfortable? If they're like, hey, listen, I've never done this before. How do I, like, you know, I've never done this before. I'm interested. You know.
So basically what I would do is I'd be like, hey, I know you're new at this and it's kind of scary. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write the whole thing. And you tell me if this is kind of the content you want to engage in. And then next time, if they are interested, they'll engage. And it doesn't matter if, because, I mean, they're new. I'm not expecting them to be amazing.
Right.
But we kind of gradually work on stuff. And I give them ideas and terms. Because, like, ERP, I mean, there's so many people doing it. I mean, there's so much stuff to learn about how people do it, what words people use, and sorry, I'm reading my FC chat. I mean, there's so many interesting things you can learn.
When you're engaging in ERP, do you care who's behind the screen, or do you not even, like, get to that point? Like,
no, because if I care who's behind the screen, then my immersion is gone.
Yeah, so it's not even touched upon. You don't want to know.
It's just like D&D.
Right.
Are you focused on what your friend is saying, or are you focused on their character? If you're focused on what your friend is saying, you're not really engaging with the content.
Yeah.
So what are you doing there?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's breaking the RP, and I like that. So
yeah.
Absolutely don't even bring it into the IRL. Keep it in game.
Yeah, it's for immersion, right? It's ERP is RP. So
at the end of the day, it's role play.
Keep it RP, right?
Yeah, keep it role play. Don't even bring it into the IRL.
Yeah.
Is that a thing though? Do people?
I mean,
like,
people do. Yeah.
People bring it into IRL.
Oh yes, they do.
Pray tell.
Yes, they
Pray
do.
tell. Pray
Yes,
tell.
they do.
Pray tell, my dear Vanilla.
A lot of people do.
Pray tell, have you ever brought it into the IRL?
Who, me?
Hmm?
Personally?
Yeah.
I try not to.
Yeah.
I mean, I have, for some people I care and love, but I try not to.
Yeah.
So
Keep it at the end of
out of respect, it has to be something they want me to do first. I am not going to just do it out of respect.
Speaking of connections, Onika Gang's got a question. Is it true that some people masturbate during extreme rate progression? Is that true?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I know this is going to sound bad, but I don't tend to, because I'm usually working, right?
Yeah, because you have to type at the same time, and I mean, can you type?
Yeah,
with
but
one
like,
hand and-
I want people to be excited.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure. Yeah. My goal is to make you excited so that you do that.
I like that. What if you get someone, you're down at the sands, you're having this great story, bada boom, the top tier RP, the rolling of the D20, and then they say, hey, just so you know, by the way, I'm touching myself right now. Do you continue? Or are you like, all right, listen, pause you right there, homie. None of that. What do you do in that situation?
You obviously continue. That's what I'm trying to get people to do.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Because at the end of the day, because your main goal is giving them a good time, making sure that they got a good time.
Right. Exactly.
I love that. I respect that. Do people only pay? Ooh, very good question. Okay. Do people only pay Gil or offer some gifts like store items or even PayPal transfers? Yo! Has anybody ever offered to say, hey, Vanilla, listen, I'm kind of low on Gil right now, but I'll tell you what, listen, you give me your PayPal, slide you the quick $20. Let's go have a fun hour.
Oh, no. No.
Okay.
That for me is taking it.
Into
That for
IRL.
me is taking it IRL.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to have someone pay actual money.
Yeah. I like that.
For the experience. When it's something I would just do just because I enjoy writing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Gifts are fine. I don't really do it for Gil anymore. It's not like I need it.
Yeah. Sorry if this is a bit sensitive, but do you feel being an active ERPer affects your perception or ability for IRL relationships?
I don't think so. It's just I mean, I guess it would depend on how you view it. Are you trying to make, I don't know, what's a good word? You know what I mean? Like, are you trying to actually have a relationship on Final Fantasy with somebody you're ERPing with?
That's a good question.
Then I guess it could impact your relationship.
Yeah.
For me personally, I'm single. I don't go into any bars to meet women. I'm not there for intercourse. I'm there to meet someone.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a little bit more of a challenge to meet people IRL that are respectful for my my boundaries. Because I try not to be sexual until we get to know each other
A little more
for a while. I don't want to just have a connection with somebody.
I like that.
Because then you lose focus on what you're trying to do. Like a lot of people, I mean, I don't know. For me personally, I'm trying to find someone, like one person that I can spend my rest of my life with. But I'm not there to mid-max. I'm there to find love, like a lot of people are. So
I like that. Yeah.
I don't know. Did that answer your question? I feel like that was kind of all over the place.
So, like, affecting the perception or ability for IRL relationships. So, like, I want to build on top of that. Let's say you're in a let's say you're in an IRL relationship. You have a partner. You know, you have a partner. You have a partner, and but you're gonna go down to the quicksands to ERP. Is that cheating?
I mean, we would have to have the discussion. To me personally, it's not cheating, and the reason why is because I don't do it to I don't do it for my benefit. I do it for other people. The only benefit I get through it is through becoming better at DMing and through writing.
Right.
So we would have to have the discussion whether it is cheating or not. And not saying, I definitely would have the discussion with somebody beforehand.
Yeah.
But I can see how in some ways it could be cheating. It really depends. But this is why it's important for you to be forward to whoever you are in a relationship with and tell them what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, so that they can understand where you're coming from.
Do you feel the addition of certain third-party magic has positively or negatively affected the courting scene? That's a dope way to put it. I like that. Courting scene.
It has
courting scene. I like
so
that.
it has done both. I think in the most ideal way to ERP with someone is through what's called I think it's called like post editing. It's where you can like position your body with someone and take a picture of it. I think that's probably the best way to do it because you can paint a scene physically through the game, and you also have wordplay. So you get both sides of what you're trying to do.
Okay.
If you're doing if you're using magic, and the person gets really excited from the magic you're doing, and they, act out, it can be kind of upsetting because you want people to act out from what you were saying. You don't want them to act out from what the magic is doing.
I see. Okay. What do you do when you're writing out a long paragraph of lovemaking and you're just getting back, in quotation, back on return? What do you do?
Oh, when they...
Yeah.
Oh, people don't last very long, to be honest.
Hey, there it is. There it is. That's the top tier RP that you get when you're with the vanilla. That's the top tier RP you get.
Unfortunately, people maybe last 10 minutes. For some people, it's a lot longer. And I think one of the reasons why I get paid so hard when I ERP with them is because it does take them longer.
Yeah.
So, and they don't get that because they're so used to of having people just not lasting very long.
Damn.
So I mean, It's happened many times.
Yeah.
I don't get offended.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and we can always go back if we want. So
Yeah.
yeah, as long as they're satisfied, I'm okay.
That's it, because Vanilla aims to please.
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
you're
much
welcome.
for taking time out of your night, you know, to enlighten us about the ins and outs of proper ERP. We learned so much, because I mean, especially me, because like I said, I thought ERP was just like, yo, all right, we're gonna go to the sands and we're gonna see if we can get a cat girl to sit on her face. But it goes deeper than that. It is about, you know, like staying within the boundaries of like, all right, listen, you know, getting consent and crafting a story, and it's not always just having a cat girl sit in your face. It's also just about having that one-on-one interaction and having someone there present and just, you know, consoling them at the end of the day, just consoling them and making them feel great. I like that. See, why isn't that a real thing? Why don't we have a real legit you stole a body pillow boat? And see, that's how you do it. So, yo, Square Enix, listen, all right, Square Enix, you want to make boatloads of money? I'm talking buku bucks, fat stacks, gitas, cheddar, all right, bread. You want to make massive amounts of cash? Yoshi P, write this down, all right? Check this out, all right? Yoshi P, this is what you do, all right? Square Enix, all right? Listen, you go out there and you create, you make, you craft, all right? A real life, physical, take a look at this. All right, I got a shark for scale, big shout out to the Blah High, all right? Pretend this is a body pillow, you stole a body pillow, all right? Pretend this is a real, legit ass, stole-ass body pillow, all right? Size, all right? Pretend this Blah High shark, big shout out to the Blah High. Pretend this is a real ass, you stole a body pillow, all right? Here's what you do. Mm-hmm. You make the physical, fluffy ass, you stole a body pillow. But guess what? You purchase that, you stole a body pillow. In-game, you get a code. You get a code for the actual, real, in-game version of the you stole a body pillow mount. Fat stacks.
Dude, everybody wants one.
Buku bucks.